What are you drinking?
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking even more Jesus. So much more Jesus than before. It's an Imperial Stout, apparently. From Evil Twin Brewing.
Lovely. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Blue Moon Cinnamon Ale.
Blue Moon Cinnamon?
Yeah, it's delicious.
Cinnamon? Is that horchata?
Yeah.
I was prepared to insult you, but I don't even know what to say at this point.
It's actually delicious. It's just the right amount.
I'm drinking Melvin. It's a double IPA.
Don't waste your beer, you know.
And this beer here is from Wisconsin. I had this locally. Oh, this is inconvenient.
Well, I mean,
all right, go on. Just get out of here.
there we go. Yeah.
All right.
Well, you know the rule of WASD. You kill a host, you become a host. So, what you drinking over there?
I got a mango lime Arizona. They don't make these anymore. Pretty hard to find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you playing now?
I am actually. I went down the Nier.
Oh,
Automata.
Automata. I don't even know how to say it.
Yeah,
Nier Automata
Nier,
or whatever.
Is it Nier or Nier? Nier? Okay. So yeah, I went down the Nier Automata hole. It's pretty fun. I like hack and slash RPGs.
I watched some gameplay on Twitch and I was just like, I think I watched somebody for like an hour and a half in the same area, and I was like, what's happening on the screen? Like,
yeah, I mean,
it just looks ridiculous. But
so far, I've gotten to like go around and beat up robots and like fight giant, even bigger robots and stuff, and then it switches into the like 1942 plane mode and stuff like that. So it goes into like a plane shooter and then goes back. So it's neat because it switches like some spots in it will be like 3D realms, and then sometimes you'll be doing a side scroller, and then all of a sudden it's an over the top plane shooter and stuff. So it's neat because it kind of switches between a bunch of different things. Like ultimately, I just like going around blowing shit up. So that's fun.
Sounds good.
Yeah. What are you playing?
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's pretty awesome.
It looks pretty good.
It's pretty awesome. I will say this. I don't get a lot of early access games because they screw up so much. And I'm left-handed, so yes, I use the arrow keys. Okay? I don't play right-handed. I have a left-handed mouse and everything.
Hell
and
yeah.
when you get an early access game, I'm going to say it's a 50-50 shot of it having key bindings. So this game's got full graphics options, full key bindings. Yeah, I mean, it's got some bugs. It's got some loading issues and, some frame rate issues when you're in the big cities and stuff like that. But for early access, it's pretty fun. The adrenaline rush you get from being in the top 10 and just like, oh my God, somebody's going to kill me. Like, it's just like, it's so crazy. But yeah, that game is a lot of fun. I would recommend it.
As much as it pains me to say it, I mean, I got the Nintendo Switch, and I've been dropping way too many hours into Zelda. I know, I even have it handy. I even have it handy. It's.
Do you have a keyboard to play it?
Yeah.
Okay. If it's PC only, which it should be, as much as I love Zelda, I'm sorry, Overwatch is always going to be probably one of my number ones. It's great in terms of competitive. It's constantly updated, constantly supported by the devs. They actually listen to the community. For the most part, it's fairly well done. It's really polished. I love it.
I think Blizzard always comes out with polished games, whether you like them or not.
Yeah.
Blizzard always comes out with polished games.
Every once in a while, like I'll go through and watch all the animated shorts that they make for all the heroes. It's honestly a full movie in its own, just with the lore they put in and all the information and story.
Diablo 3 kind of got met with like from people when it came
out.
but now it's a lot better. Like,
in all honesty, it's because Diablo 3 had a huge hardcore fan base. That's like if World of Warcraft 2 came out.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Ooh.
Oh
Let's
boy.
hope we never see that happen.
Oh, it would be a nightmare.
So today's episode of WASD is going to be us talking about our most disappointing letdown games that aren't No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky is too easy.
Yeah.
So for those of you guys that don't know, this is Aiden.
Hi.
So let's get right into it. Aiden, you want to start with the
Yeah.
newbie? You want to start with your game?
Definitely.
Let's go for it.
So I played a lot of Civ 5, not so much Civ 4, but as soon as Civilization 6 came out, I was really disappointed. I tried to give it a chance. I put in a good 10 hours, but everything is too based on micromanagement, sitting in menus, watching little bits of culture tick by. I'm not a fan. I want to go militaristic, and I want to, get as much gold as possible, trade, and fuck shit up. You can't do that anymore.
Plus, it got really cartoony.
It did, yeah. No, it had amazing graphics. It had amazing sound. The design was fantastic, and then it just went for this super, like cartoony kind of style. The trees have no definition. They're kind of just blocks sitting on the map. and it's not as satisfying, the combat or anything.
So they kind of just went the way of like the new Sim City.
Yeah, basically, it's basically City Skylines.
Dumbed it all down.
Yeah.
That sucks.
A whole portion of it was just the graphical aspect and like being able to see your units fighting and, you know, building construction tiles and roads and actually seeing that change the map and everything. But now it's all menu based. It's all like talking to other world leaders. You don't actually see the map as much. It's not worth it.
That sounds really boring.
It is. Yeah.
I've never really been a fan of Civ games because I don't know. I just can't get into them. I like RTS games.
Yeah.
A little bit more because there's just more action.
I mean, I could put hours into a game, but it has to be like pretty action packed or have a really compelling storyline to like get me to play it for a batch of hours at a time. You know,
definitely. And I think this is like a little bit of a first world problem, but the fact that workers can't last more than 3 constructions, like, oh, you built 3 tiles of roads and now you're dead. Now it's time to spend 4 more turns making another worker to waste for 3 turns. It's not conducive to the gameplay. It's slow and too nitpicky for me.
Right on.
Yeah.
Fallout 4.
What was that?
There you go, everyone. This wasn't an episode of WASD. You can't complain about it ever again now. So, Brian, what about you, man?
Disappointing game, Star Wars Battlefront.
The first one, right?
Which is why I'm actually wearing this shirt.
Yeah.
I'm kind of repping the Star Wars. They basically took Star Wars, they took Battlefront and Battlefront 2, and they just stripped it down. I guess you could say like Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2 were kind of like this very thick book of content, and then they just ripped one page out and they said, here you go, here's the new one. And it was just terrible. Like, I had some fun with it. The graphics were insane. Frostbite engine.
Yeah.
It was insane. And some people modded it to even have like a real life look to it. So the environments were great and everything like that, but the content just wasn't there. It was just bare bones and terrible. So now I can't wait to see what Star Wars Battlefront 2 is going to look like, since there already was a 2, so I don't know.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I'd like to see what they're going to do with it, if they're actually going to... From what I hear, they're going to bring a single-player campaign. I just found it to be really disappointing and really lackluster and not worth $60.
Did you play any of like the outer space piloting back in Battlefield 2?
Oh yeah,
that was amazing. Like surprisingly advanced.
Where you could go, ship to ship and like land your ship and go in and actually capture something. Like
ice people and stuff once you get in there too.
And I know a lot of people will say, oh well, some of the DLC came out and it kind of brought that in. It's like I already paid $60 for the game. I'm not paying another how much. It's an EA game, so what was like the whole game, like $160 or $180 or something like that to get all the DLC? I'm not paying that much. I don't care.
Just put it in the game to start.
Yeah, I'd rather go buy 3 or 4 games with that money instead of buying one game and then waiting for the expansions to come out.
The open beta was actually like decent, but
it was
I only got a few days out of it, so for the few days that I had it was great. And then I realized, if I had another week, couple months, couple years, I'm gonna get sick of this real quick.
Exactly.
Mine's probably gonna be an unpopular opinion with you, but because I know what games you like. But I was actually really disappointed by Elder Scrolls Online when I first started it. I got the game like day one. I didn't do any of the beta on it or anything like that, but I got it the day it released. Excitedly downloaded and everything, and had a lot of like Skyrim fervor in my head, and was just like, oh yeah, this is gonna be so good. And it kind of just fell short. Like, I found myself being really bored right off the bat. The vestige guy was super annoying, and it just felt like a lot of like walk around and push E at a lot of things. It didn't feel like there was a lot of content yet. And granted, I haven't played it in a long ass time, but
it's way better now. Ever since one Tamriel, way better now. It feels like an Elder Scrolls game. You can do whatever you want. You can go wherever you want. Everything scales to your level.
Can you pick up any item in the universe now, or is it still only selected?
Can you pick up any item in the universe? Not any item, but you can loot a lot of stuff. I find that game very enjoyable to just like, you could sit back and you could just relax. You go fishing if you want. You could craft some stuff, or go run a dungeon if you feel like, or go into PvP if you feel like. You're not forced to do anything. I think I'm only like a third of the way through the actual story, and I'm champion level 185.
Oh, wow.
So
Dang.
Like,
Okay.
I haven't even finished the story. You can you really can go and do whatever you want. I would give it another shot if I were you.
I'm fully willing to give it another shot, but it just felt like that it was very generic to start. It just felt like there was nothing separating it from any other MMO out there except for the fact that it had the words Elder Scrolls in front of it.
That's true. The one really cool thing about the game is the best gear, like, you actually have to go to the crafting stations that are specific for that gear, so you have to find them first. It's not just going into a town and finding a crafting station. That crafting station might be in a cave somewhere or in a totally different area that you actually have to find first.
So similar to like the Skyrim where they had the Sky Forge or whatever, where you have to unlock certain forges that'll have, you can do mithril and like ebony and stuff.
Yeah, I still have
That's gonna-
the game and everything. I could go back to it if I wanted.
Yeah, it's gonna add PvP Battlegrounds and a whole area. I think they set up to 30 hours plus. If you make a new character, you can start in Morrowind.
Oh, nice.
So, if
That's
you
pretty
want.
cool.
I'd give it a try. I mean, it definitely seems interesting. I mean, the lore is always going to be amazing, and the plans they have in terms of like possibly the next Elder Scrolls edition makes me more excited.
I'm getting a little tired of that. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired of the special edition this, special edition that. Just give a new Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah,
Okay, Skyrim's
fair.
old. It's
Yeah.
boring.
We don't care. It's coming out on Switch.
I don't care about the special edition. The fact that you can get the legendary edition and it's all tricked out and it's you know, all the DLC, it's all remastered. Wonderful. That's great. They're rehashing and they're adding mods basically integrated into the game. That's fantastic.
Great for the one guy that's never played it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or all those console plebs. I'm sorry, but it's true.
Talking
Now,
about you, Dave.
I'm waiting for Elder Scrolls Online to really step up and create, you know, an entire world as in-depth as Skyrim and Morrowind and Oblivion were, but simply online. Is it really that in-depth?
I would say it is. I would say it is. I mean, look at how many... I know we're going on and on about this game.
I know.
But look at the voice acting in the game. They've spent millions on that. Everything is voice acted. There's a shitload of dungeons. There's raids in the game. It's just like even when you go into Tamriel and Cyrodiil and you do the PvP, you can do PvE stuff in the PvP area. I really think if anybody who has never really played MMOs, great starter MMO. So easy to start at. If you started and you were level 1, we could play together. Even though I'm level 185 champion, because everything scales. So once I go to your area, like, yeah, I'm gonna be killing stuff a little bit faster, but you're still gonna be getting the XP for it, you know.
And I'm not just gonna have that boring time of like, oh, I got my higher level friend in to like power grind me, and all I'm doing is just walking behind you and doing.
Yeah,
nothing.
well, that's the
Yeah.
thing, because like if you're in the starting area and I'm champion level 185, if I kill something and they drop like whatever, a blue or a purple, if I killed that, that will drop a level, oh god, what is it, 50 or 60 like actual piece of armor or weapon for me.
Yeah.
It won't drop like a level 5 sword.
Well, that's pretty handy.
You know, so everything is scaled to your level, which is nice.
Let's
Sorry,
get this
Logan.
body out of here before it starts to stink up the place.
No, just
Or
leave it there.
it already did.
Yeah, maybe the cleaning crew will take care of it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Let us know what games you guys hate down in the comments, or what games you guys not hate, but games you were super disappointed by.
Yeah.
We're not talking about games that we hate here. So
You
let
have
us
to-
know which games you guys were hyper disappointed by when you got them down in the comments, in the forums, or just yell at us on Discord. It doesn't really matter. Pick a poison. See you next time.
See ya.
Bye.